Hello, and thank you for joining us to learn more about NDBI. In this video, I will explain the 8 common naturalistic developmental behavioral intervention strategies. You might remember from part 1 that there are several manualized NDBI models. In this article by Frost and colleagues, they identified the common strategies across these models. Here are the 8 common NDBI strategies identified in the article. Being face-to-face and on the child's level, following the child's lead, using positive affect and animation, modeling appropriate language, responding to attempts to communicate, using communicative temptations, frequent direct teaching episodes, and the quality of those frequent direct teaching episodes. I will explain each one of these in this video. But first, I want to share the tool that Frost and colleagues created. It is called the NDBI 5 Common Items Manual. This table shows an example with descriptions and rating anchors for each of the 8 common items. You can access this tool using the link associated with this bite. Since NDBI aligns with the Division for Early Childhood's recommended practices and NACCE's developmentally appropriate practice, you may find several of the NDBI common strategies familiar. They may be strategies that you already implement daily. The first strategy is interacting face-to-face and at the child's level. For example, we can use playing on the swings as a way to provide opportunities for requesting. Within an NDBI program, the interaction on a swing extends beyond just requesting. The goal is related to social communication and engagement. This means not just requesting and having fun on the swing, but having fun with a social partner. We pair the fun swing time with another person, so the social interaction is reinforced, in addition to requesting. Moving to a face-to-face position promotes this. Second, adults use positive expression and animation to engage the child. It is also important to match the affect of the child and monitor their sensory needs. This match helps with connection and regulation. Third, following the child's lead. The adult provides several developmentally appropriate activity options and allows the child to choose which toy or activity to play with, how to play, and how long to stay with an activity. The adult then joins in the child's chosen activity by playing with the child, helping the child with an activity, or handing the child more pieces. The adult and child are both active participants, and if the child loses interest in one activity, the adult follows the child to another. If the child is not playing, the adult may offer a choice between 2 materials or move toys in the child's line of sight to encourage their interest. The adult is permitted to set limits and intervene if the child is engaging in harmful, disruptive, or inappropriate activities. During adult-directed activities, adults can incorporate choices and follow the child's lead with the choice. Fourth, the adult deliberately creates situations meant to elicit communication. These communication temptations may involve gently blocking the child's play, putting toys in sight but out of reach, using toys or containers for which the child needs assistance, or modeling a silly play act. In most cases, the adult will have shared control over the materials, so they can limit access as needed. These strategies are followed by a brief period of expectant waiting to give the child an opportunity to respond. For example, the adult hands the child a cracker container with the lid on and waits for a response, or the adult uses a finger to stop the marble from running down the track and looks expectantly at the child. Fifth, the adult adjusts their language to the child's developmental level. Most utterances match the child's current abilities, while some are slightly above a child's current ability level. When using this strategy, the adult avoids asking questions or giving commands, and primarily comments around the child's attentional focus and actions. Utterances are somewhat repetitive, and the adult models language for different objects and actions. 6, the adult verbally responds to the child's attempts to communicate. The child's attempts may include vocalizations, eye contact, word approximations, pointing, and joint attention. The adult might repeat, clarify, or expand on the child's communication. Most importantly, the adult should treat the child's communication as meaningful. And the last two NDBI strategies are frequency and quality of the direct teaching episodes. The adult uses principles of applied behavior analysis, specifically the three-term contingency. This is often called the ABC of teaching. A is the antecedent, what cues a behavior. B is the child's behavior. And C is the consequence, what happens right after the behavior, such as acknowledgement or prompting. Adults prompt to support the child's acquisition of a new or emerging skill. Brief periods between prompts allow time for the child to initiate and become more independent. This is all done in the context of the child's initiations, using clear, developmentally appropriate teaching opportunities and targets. The adult may prompt a response and give immediate natural reinforcement related to the child's correct response, such as giving the child the toy they pointed to. Attempts to respond are also acknowledged and reinforced. Those are the 8 common strategies of NDBIs. You can use the NDBI-5 shown at the beginning of this video to help you put these strategies together during naturally occurring teaching opportunities. If you are interested in learning more, additional bites are available explaining the application of NDBI strategies and common misconceptions. You can visit the START website for more information.